Meanwhile.
Alrighty, so we're starting off tonight with a new-ish build. I don't actually know from whence this build came, but this is Omnath Stoneblade. This is the 5.0 that was in the February 26th deck dump. Yeah, it was watchable today and yesterday, Punchworthy. I think they did some work on my internet. The ISP was doing work on something on Sunday, so we're back. So yeah, Omnath Stoneblade. So this deck has a very heavy weight on 3 drops, and we're playing 22 lands along with a 10 fetch land base, and that's because we're playing 3 copies of Wrenn and Six. So obviously turn 2 Wrenn and Six plus fetch land give us infinite land drops. We can make use of that both with Omnath and with Tireless Tracker. Then we have 3 copies of Teferi and 4 copies of Spell Queller. That's a nice little wambo cambo. And then we've got 4 Stoneforge Mystic. We've got a Batterskull. We've got Sword of Feast, Fire and Ice, and Sword of Feast and Famine. I mean, really, this is the go way over the top version of Stoneblade for anyone who's ever played a Stoneblade deck and thought, you know, oh, the blue-white deck, man, they get to play bigger things than me. No. We're going to play bigger things than everybody. We've got Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. We've got the 3 Omnaths and the Batterskull. These are, of course, fantastic because on turn 3 or 4, depending on when you play your Omnath, you might be able to also play a fetch land, and then hard cast a Batterskull or a Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. And of course, playing main deck Tireless Tracker, and I love this card to death. I just absolutely adore this card, and normally it's not good enough, or maybe even close to good enough in Modern. But in this shell, it may be. We'll find out. We're playing sparsely on the counter magic for game 1. We've only got 4 mana leaks. We have Force of Negation, Aether Gust, and Ashiok in the sideboard, so hopefully we've got as much as we need against Titan decks. And then main deck, of course, we have 4 Path to Exile, but we also have 2 copies of On Thin Ice. We've got the Hierarchs to accelerate us on 1. So, I don't know. It just seems like overall a pretty reasonable game plan. I am looking for some kind of fair to semi-fair deck. I think Niv Mizzet is really where I'm at. But I would like a deck with slightly less stilted matchups. That deck is fabulous against everything that's aggressive, but it's a lot harder against anything that's combo. This, with the Spell Quellers and Mana Leaks, hopefully has a better game against combo than I've had on some of the other decks.
Meanwhile.
Those are basically the same, Roy. One is just a little more excited than the other. Is Omnath Locus of Creation the new Uro? I mean, they were in the same deck that was the main offender of that previous era, so no. Omnath is not the same card at all. Lay's Ketchup versus PC Ketchup? Like chips? Or like, is there a Lay's Ketchup? Chips, okay. That's what, yeah. No, it's like Heinz or what's the other major ketchup brand? But either of those ketchups versus literally all other ketchups. Because I don't know if you've had any off-brand ketchups, but they're frequently poor. Definitely keeping this. Oh, hunts. Opponent mulled to 5. All right. Are we seeing a Tron land on turn 1? Press bets now. Press bets now. Tron or Dredge. Fair enough. Hey, Mike, how you doing? That doesn't look like either of those. This could be Blue Tron, I suppose. I think I'll just leave my mana up this turn for Spell Queller, although obviously the island means they're unlikely to actually interact here, but I'd rather have the land drop up if I'm going to cast a Tireless Tracker. I honestly, their hand is so bad, I'm just quelling this right now. I'm just going to be very aggressive. Is mono blue Tron a thing? Yes, 100%. Okay, it looks like they might be on blue-white with just a god-awful hand. I wonder if they just foretold a Doomscar. It would be the first one I've seen. The only spells I've seen blue-white actually play in Foretell is Behold the Multiverse. Yeah, so Foretell is the way people describe it is morph for instants and sorceries. So what happens is for 2 mana on your turn, I believe is the nomenclature, but you can put it into exile face down, and then on a future turn you may cast it. So you cannot foretell a card and cast it on the same turn, first of all. And second of all, timing restrictions apply. So if it's a sorcery, you have to... Yeah, so it was, in fact, Behold the Multiverse. So this has a foretell cost is always 2, and then the foretell cost to play it out of exile is 1 and a blue on this card. So you can see it here. So again, foretelling is on your turn, 2 mana, 2 generic mana. Okay. They may have a supreme verdict as soon as next turn. However, this may not... sorcery... it's on your turn. So I believe, technically speaking, it's instant speed. I haven't actually looked at it on a card in paper yet. What does it say? During your turn. Yeah. Instant speed during your turn. It's that weird Wishclaw Talisman window. Yeah, I could come up with K-Com, exactly. 100%. I would like another Spell Queller, please, deck. Or perhaps a Teferi? Oh, well, that's fine, too, as well. That's also alright. I mean, I don't have any 1-mana counters. But... Hold on, I still have a land drop? Do I? No, I could have done... No, I don't have a land drop. Okay. But, no, I don't need to do anything here. We're good. They don't play Doomscar. I haven't seen anyone actually register Doomscar in Modern yet. And I've crawled the recent 2 deck dumps, so I haven't seen any Doomscar. Winds of Abandon. Yeah, it results. This is acceptable, opponent. It's a me, a Michael. It's a me, Michael. We call him Mr. Cuculamanza. And some really ugly kid. So the restaurant I worked at last year, it's Mana Leak? Fuck. Alright, that's a shame. No, I won't pay for it. The restaurant I was working at last year, there was a cook in the kitchen who's also his name was Zach, and so in the kitchen he would call me Salvatore because he wasn't actually Italian. I think he was. Oh, it wasn't Lebanese. Oh fuck! What country is it? Estonia? Is that in the right area of the world? I think that it is. Anyway, he wasn't Italian, but he called me Salvatore in the kitchen because, of course, he was Zach, but he'd been there longer than me. And then I explained to him the whole bit about Luigi and Salvatore on The Simpsons, and it was fabulous. And it was funny because there would occasionally be like a new member of waitstaff hired, and they'd be like, dude, you can't call the Italian guy Luigi. I'm like, okay, 1, he's not Italian. 2, there's a reason that I'm doing it. It's not like I'm just doing it. Okay, so they should not have done this in the main phase. So I get to... Oh, wait, I have a Spell Queller. What am I doing? Holy... Oh, they've got the Teferi. It's fine. Hey, how's it going, the Joe Cheney? Playing some super greedy Omnath Blade here in the modern format. Super excited about this. Alright. Yeah, so, and then that specific bit, Roy, is where Skinner comes in. When Skinner and Bart become friends, and they go to Luigi's restaurant, and he shouts at Salvatore, who I guess is one of his cooks. Yeah, says, "Hey, Salvatore, Mr. Kuklamans is here, and he's with some really ugly kid." Bart, this is the finest Italian restaurant in town. They'll make you a pizza pie with your choice of toppings. Yeah, it's pretty backbreaking work, Odense. I remember for the first month and a half, the thing that killed me is my hands. My hands would be killing me the next day after work. From carrying service trays. Who would say pizza pie? I mean, I feel like it's like soda pop, right? It's just like one of those Americanisms. Soda pie. Like, it's awkward, but I think it's probably fairly because I think I want Vale, I think I want Force, and then I think I want Ashiok here. Ashiok's actually not great. Ashiok might be overboarding. The problem is I don't know what else I'd actually bring in against blue-white. I guess I could keep some of my paths or on thin ice, but I just don't think they actually have any creatures. And then, of course, the head chef there was a Simpsons fan, so he got what I was after immediately. And so occasionally I'd wander into the kitchen and there'd be like some either like really, oh yeah, we're up against blue-white. We're still up against blue-white. Hopefully they won't mull to 5. I think we've got a relatively good plan here. Working trades now, I find it a lot less stressful. Kitchens are just super fast-paced, pretty thankless. People are generally pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the thanklessness is definitely not the best part. I mean, again, I worked as a professional musician before, right? And that's, you know, unlike being a waiter, you get treated like, I don't know, like skilled labor. Because let me tell you something. Even now that I've been a waiter, I could just definitely tell anyone, like, listen, you could learn to do it in a week. I was literally serving tables on my first day ever being in a service person, you know? You tapped out at the start of the Obama administration. You made it way further than I would ever have recommended anyone go. So, good on you. Like... I don't recommend, generally speaking, I don't recommend people go past season 10. Literally the first episode of season 11 is kind of garbage, and it's just all downhill from there. That said, there are some standout great episodes like Behind the Laughter after that point, but generally speaking, it's not worth it. Assuming that climate change hasn't totally annihilated, I don't know, everything about everything in the future, I would love to describe to the next generation that COVID was like a year-long snow day, basically. Yeah, Joe Cheney, I didn't watch it for several years. And then on a plane from Florida to California, Florida to Portland, Oregon. I watched some of season 26, it was. And I just remember being bored. And I was like, wait a minute. I like this show. I shouldn't be bored watching one of like the greatest I'm just, oh my god. They're almost on 30 now, I think, if they're not on it. I think they're on 28 or 29. Maybe they're on 30 now. I honestly don't know or care anymore. And when I try to watch, they're on 33? Oh my god, I'm so old. The words of Beatrice Horseman. Don't... No, wait, what was it? Don't sit so close to the TV, it'll make you cruel. I think that's the line I'm thinking of, which is not where I was going. You thought I was younger than you? How old do you think I am, Larynx Punchworthy? Time's arrow marches ever forward. That's true. But also, an arrow marching? I mean, come on. What kind of mixed metaphor is that? Ridiculous. Mid-20s. I do have a young energy, but no, I'm 31. I'm an old bastard. Time does fly like an arrow. But opponent, I don't have a basic mountain. Surely you know that, and this is just you being cruel. Yeah. We were both quoting BoJack Horseman. You'll catch up with me? All right, I'll see you at the midway point. Do you wish they... Yes. I wish they had stopped making it. I absolutely wish they had stopped making it. You know what happened in season 11 of King of the Hill? I think it was 11. Brittany Murphy passed away. And she played Luann, who is a core member of the family. And that's incredibly rude. Wait. No, this beats that. Yeah, this beats that. And when Brittany Murphy passed away, the creators of King of the Hill said, "You know what? I think we're done. I think we're done." And Odin's responding to your questions about Star Wars. I really liked episode 7. I appreciated episode 8. I don't think it was perfect, but I think... Well, so anyone who complains that 7 was too similar to New Hope, my belief is Disney understood that they needed a return to form. They needed to prove to fans of Star Wars that they could make a Star Wars movie like what people wanted in a Star Wars movie. And that's why 7 was such a classic Star Wars movie. It didn't really seem to do anything new. And that's fine, because when you just watch it on its own, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. And then 8 was the one where they broke a lot of new ground and they did a bunch of things that were not normally done in a Star Wars movie. Now, that said, yes, there were some problems. There was some really, like, questionable, shitty communication between characters where you're like, why was this tried? Like, why did you try to make a plot point? The secret of Rogue One was told in 10 minutes. The spoiler alert. The relationship between what's her name and what's his name? She was the daughter of the dude? Is that? Oh, well, it's not, I mean, if you know what Rogue One is the story about, though, everyone knew the story of Rogue One was the story of that was that throwaway line from Jedi, right? Many Bothans died to acquire this information. Like, that's the whole point of that movie. It's not like they needed to wait until halfway through the movie for you to find out, oh my god, it's all about getting the Death Star plans. Yeah. And then, so, yeah. But holy shit. Episode 9 was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And let me be blunt. I love The Emperor, and it's absolute it's garbage. He should not have been that movie. He was dead. I don't care if it was a clone or what have you. Good Lord. Bothan's dying was referring to them getting the knowledge of the Death Star 2 being built? Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you're right. Still, I don't think it was... My opponent disconnected. My opponent is rejoined. I don't... Okay. I don't think that the plot of Rogue One was going to be a secret. And yeah, anyway, the point is episode 9 was garbage. Hot garbage. Absolutely. From beginning to end. From beginning to end, episode 9 was just a garbage pile. I mean, they really, really screwed it up. I cannot believe how bad that movie was. To every part of that series. Good Lord. All right. Omelet. Uh-oh. And so you see how Zack encounters the natural predator of all decks that he enjoys. Oh, Mandalorian's great as far as I've seen it. I think I've seen almost all of season 1. I enjoyed Werner Herzog being cast in it. That is one of those weird things where I go, why is Werner Herzog here? And then I go, you know what? He's a good representation of the sort of passage of the Empire. I mean, yeah. Hey, Sunforger combo was a sweet deck last time I played at El Rodeo Sun, and I don't know why more people haven't played that deck. Because I 4-1'd with it, and I don't think Modern has changed in that much in terms of what that deck was doing. I'd be willing to take it for another spin this week, because Sunforger combo was gas. Do 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 do. So I don't think Teferi bouncing this Omelet is going to be all that useful. They just Teleria Wested for a Summoner's Pact. They can have 5 mana next turn, and then Summoner's Pact and put in the Dryad. I could have Mana Leak and Path here. I mean, the sucky thing about this is I'm not doing anything proactive on my side of things, but, like, maybe they'll think I'm just on, like, one of those Omnath Scapeshift piles. Without main deck Force of Negation, I mean, I could play Stoneforge this turn and just assume that Path is going to help me out, but the fact that Path puts a land in untap right now is, like, so unappealing. Yeah, alright, fine. Have you ever stifled a transmute? Well, I've not played a lot of stifles, so. That does sound like something Roy would do, though, Hands. Except not the current. I don't think Roy would read a serious book in order to be able to argue with people. I think he would just stay out of those arguments because that sounds like way too much trouble. Wish there was a white stifle for Modern. Yikes. You binge read the Bible. But did you do it specifically so you could argue with people? Or did you just do that? Like, so you could have the knowledge? Because I just did it to have like a general knowledge. Actually, no, I would say mine was mostly so I could argue. That is such a dick move, opponent. Did you guys see that shit right there? Did you see that? That's absolutely obnoxious. Oh my god. What a stupid flipping deck. I hate Titans so much. This was the worst kind of being royed, by the way. You guessed they're anti-nice. Yeah, the problem is if they can bounce their cavern, which they can, they can now put that on giant. So I'm just fucked because they have Cavern of Souls, which just yeah, I know that's literally what I was saying. Is it really? Yes, this is really a problem. This is absolutely a problem. This is a gigantic problem. Yeah, actually, no, I wasn't supposed to do this way. I was supposed to sorcery speed the on thin ice because path is the only way I can deal with the Titan. Yeah. We should have done exactly that, Roy. I'm just more than a little tilted, and I'm having to deal with questions that like don't add or subtract to what I'm actually trying to do. No criticism. I like you guys. No. I mean, I don't need to take a break. I just need to actually pay more attention to the game. Because we were having a great conversation. I didn't need to pay attention to the game that much, and then all of a sudden I did, and I didn't. Yeah. So there's a Titan coming down. I don't have a path. But I have 3 in my deck, so let's play Teferi and try to draw it, I guess. It's not much of a plan, but it's a plan. They do have to pay for Pact here. Yeah, you're right. So, yeah, okay. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot in so many ways. And can't play the Noble Hierarch. All right. Hooray! Okay. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Or die trying. Maybe we'll find a Spell Queller that can quell their Titan. The flight speed of an unburdened swallow. Cast the omelet. Cast the crumbling vestige. I got 3 mana. They have another Dryad, or yeah, of course they have another Dryad. Why would they not? Do they have a Valakut? Natural Valakut? Right out of the hand? I hate the Titan decks so much. So much. They have just infinitely good tools. So obnoxious. Ghost Quarter. Awesome. So now I can't even play on thin ice for any particular value. Super duper. Yeah, the deck is just too good at everything. It drives me absolutely bananas. Well, we haven't actually seen the Titan, so maybe they're doing the long con. They're just bluffing. They're just hoping they'll draw the Titan when they need it. Feast of Famine is probably better than Batterskull here. I'm sure it was defined in that book that what's his face wrote. Host of Inside the Actor Studio. Jonathan Lipton, is that right? Yeah, Exaltation of Larks. I assume it's in there. Like, how could it not be? I should have mana leaked that, shouldn't I? No. They have the Cavern, which puts them up to 9 mana anyway. You need to read it? I don't know if you need to read it. I think knowing that it exists is probably the most important thing. I don't think that they should ban Titan, but I guess not banning Titan will require them to ban so many other cards that maybe they should just ban Titan. I don't actually mean that. I would really like Dryad to go. I don't like Cavern being cheated by an uncounterable creature. It drives me batty. Also, they're already playing Summoner's Pact. So basically they get to play 8 Dryads too. So it's like, they just get you coming and going. Just so frustrating. Okay. Is On Thin Ice actually good in this matchup? No. Path is much better. Are we going to mill them out? I mean, it could happen. Crazier things have happened. Yeah, I think Path is better. I think if I had navigated that game more carefully, we could have been a lot better off. There's so many places I fucked up. But I think 4 paths is going to be enough, Mike, but maybe I'm wrong. It is so hard for me to look at these 2 Aether Gusts and be like, these are basically 2 Aether Gusts. Like, it's so hard for me to try to wrap my head around the fact that I don't have any, I don't have any Mystic Sanctuaries. Isn't Queller good? It's probably better than I thought. Teferi's not great. Just so slow. Yeah, Queller's actually probably a lot better than I'm thinking. It just can't deal with the Titan, so I have to prioritize. I have to prioritize my removal in a very careful way. Good riddance, Mystic Sanctuary. Well, they weren't thinking. Have you seen what it wrecked in Standard? Have you seen how much it's been played in Standard? Literally none. Even Pioneer, it's like unplayable. Even in Legacy, it's not particularly playable. It was just Modern just fit the perfect niche where Mystic Sanctuary was very, very, very good. Yeah, well, E-Witness and Ephemerate is... No, I mean, E-Witness and Ephemerate is legitimately a very powerful recursive engine. I mean, that's... That engine is, like, super, super strong. The new spirit that doesn't fly. I'm sure they have... I have not seen... Wow, this is a very good hand. When I was 31, I drew a very good hand. I drew a very good hand. And I started with the Noble Hierarch. Well, now I want to play this Windswept Heath instead of the Stoneforge Mystic. Obviously, what I should play is the Ashiok if they have another fetch land in their hand, but... they didn't lead on an omelet, which means they probably don't have one. But if I play Ashiok this turn, I can play Stoneforge and Wrenn and Six next turn. So that's... I think that's where I land on that. Or I could play Stoneforge or Wrenn and Six the next turn and hold up the mana leak, so... I've got a blue here. I need another blue, but I also need a red. I actually, if I play the Ashiok this turn, I think I get boxed in on mana. So I actually may not be able to play this Ashiok this turn. And if I'm not able to play the Ashiok this turn, I would rather play Stoneforge. If you're planning on Stoneforge, I get the Triome. I think if I'm planning on anything, I get the Triome. But oh right, yeah, I need the red for Wrenn and Six. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We have found a flaw in the deck list. No, so the reason that I want to get Stoneforge before Wrenn and Six in this case, and in most cases, is because Stoneforge has Summoning Sickness, Wrenn and Six does not. So if I don't need the land drop this turn, Michael, it's better to grab the Stoneforge, because the Stoneforge has to wait a turn to sort of unlock for value, whereas Wrenn and Six is good to go as soon as you play it. So like this turn, I can play Wrenn and Six and have Mana Leak / Stoneforge activation up, which is great. Please do not play land and omelet. I would not appreciate it. Stop. No, that's a bad Titan deck. Good. Take your mana burn. You take it and you like it. Baby. Red, green. Oh, I can drop in my sword, but I can't equip End Swing. No, and I can't. Yeah, okay. It's pretty straightforward. Windmill Slam Ashiok? I don't think so. With the board as is, I'd rather have the Mana Leak up this turn. Because it doesn't necessarily look like I only have Mana Leak. Also, if their turn here is lackluster, we can drop in the sword. Because they can't cavern into Titan here. So if they just have Dryad, there's a good chance we can drop in Sword of Feast and Famine next turn, equip it, swing through, get them to discard, untap all my mana. Like, there's a huge upside to doing it this way. I'd fetch now in case we don't leak to play around Dismember. What about Dat Member, though? Yeah, I think they only play exactly one. Also, if you want but to mean but, you need two T's. Oh, you missed the one T. I see where you missed your T. I'm gonna call you Mr. T now, Michael. So you know, be ready for that. Oh, old board Dismember. Let's talk about the most exciting news of the day. Time Spiral Remastered is gonna be absolute goddamn fire. Does anyone call you Mr. Pig? They call me Mr. Pig. Ah! Mr. Missing T. Yeah, I think I have to Ashiok here, but I get to Ashiok with Path up, so that's pretty gross. So if they have Titan, they don't get to search, and I just Path it. So you know, your family. What's my top 5 old border card? You mean the ones that have already been revealed, Freed? Okay. I think I'm just gonna path this. No, wait, they don't have an extra land drop. Alright, this is fine. Because I do want to save my path for a... From what we've seen from the set, number 1 is Thoughtseize. I think by and large, I'm slightly disappointed on the blue cards. I'm trying to remember what blue card I'm like super hype about. Okay, so we can path now. I have nothing else proactive to play. Oh, Ponder. Ponder is a big get. I'm not thrilled about True Name. It's fine. Like, I'm not upset that True Name is in there. But I'm not thrilled about. I guess I could have moved my equipment to do 1 more damage. It's probably fine, especially with how good my hand is. Remand is cool. Treasure Cruise is alright. I think Tassiger and Germangler. I mean, that's sick. I can't even begin to describe how fantastical that is. Yeah, I mean, Repeal is one of those cards where I'm like, I guess? I don't know. Shriekmaw is cool. I mean, it's great for cube. Same with Muldrifter. You know, he drifts mulls. Yoink! Yeah, the Dismember looks great. Big fan of that one. Ka-chunk. Spell Queller, activate. I do not appreciate the new art, but I'm okay with it. Fingers crossed for Old Border Lightning Bolt. I hate to tell you this, but there's not going to be an Old Border Lightning Bolt. I mean, maybe I'm totally off base, but I would be really upset if there was an Old Border Lightning Bolt, because that would be such an incredible waste of such a rare opportunity, in my opinion. In just I appreciate that would have value for a lot of people. I own 4 FBB bolts. I spent $30 to $40 on each one, which is obviously egregious. It's just, if I was going to play Lightning Bolt, I needed it to be Old Border, I wanted it to be Black Border, and I like the fact that I have them in 4 different languages. But I'm a crazy person, so I'll be back in half a second. Secret Lair, Swiftspears on MTGO. Yeah, but Swiftspear should get an Old Border reprint, I think. Hold on. Yeah, Old Border Life from Loam would be sick. Let's actually look at the while we still have some sideboarding time left. Let's look at the Scryfall, because I need to remind myself of what the Old Border cards are. No. No Old Border Damnation's a big miss for me, but I guess it's actually from the set, so that makes sense. I think the number one for me is Thoughtseize. And then, if I had more... I'm a fan of Tassiger, I'm a fan of Ponder. I can't say that Ninja of the Deep Hours will make my list, but I wish it would. I wish that was going to make my list, but it's just not going to. Oh, Chalice and Path. Those are big gets. I like Lingering Souls. You'd play Force over Track in this matchup, not trying to grind versus them. Yeah, that's fair. I could do that. Good choice, Freed. Oh, Freed, you're actually a Titan player, right? Teach me to dismantle them better than I already understand. You didn't realize until seeing the old border version that he murdered someone. Who? Ninja of the Deep Hours? You didn't... Well, I mean, they're not necessarily dead, right? They're on the ground. Scrap this and play crabs. That's my advice to beat Titan. What is the win rate of 8 crab versus Titan? Is it good? Yeah, Deep Hours. Yeah. I don't think they're necessarily dead. I don't think they look wounded, even. I think they're just on the ground. But maybe I'm misremembering the card. Yeah, he's up on like the... I don't know, I'm going to call it a parapet. Ninja of the Deep Hours. Sorry, opponent. This is very important. Very important. I guess there's blood on the ground and on his blade. No, you're right. They dead. They dead or dying. Urian Omelet. Nice. To quote Titan Master Will Pulliam, I have a 5% win rate versus Mill. I approve of that number. That number is a number that makes me a happy number. Maybe I should just play Mill. Blitz, who's the current Mill player? Ghost is gone, right? And you're mostly gone? I don't know, maybe I should just spend all of this week learning Mill and then play that in the challenge. Because I was going to play Grixis Breach with Jiggy also playing Grixis Breach, but I don't think I can do it. One, I just don't think the deck is that broken. I think it's fine. But does anyone play Mill or does Mill play them? Yo, asking the real questions. Do I have time to play this Hierarch? Just assume that Force is going to be good enough here. They played Cavern, right? They played Cavern. Okay, so if they're going to play a Dryad this turn, I am not going to be able to counter it. So I'm going to take this turn to play Hierarch. Just in case I top deck a Wrenn and Six. This doesn't do it off my lands, so I guess it doesn't matter. As long as my Hierarch survives, I can play everything as long as I get a forest. But I suppose my life total is probably not that important. So let's... I'm missing green, and then eventually I want double blue. Okay. Got it. Blue-black burn? I like to call it 8 crab. Just call it 8 crab. No, I mean, Mill is a good deck. I mean, it's been in top 8s basically since... Why would your Hierarch die? I'm just thinking, Mike. I'm just thinking. I'm just trying to not put myself in a corner where I die. Old Border Siege Rhino would be hype. Old Border Siege Rhino is... I'm on board. Do I force this? I think that there is always the reasonable chance that if I don't force this, I'm not forcing anything this game. I force it. Right then. Suppose I will. Cavern in hand, you got like no targets. Well, there's Pact, yeah, but like Pact is awkward because if I have an Ashiok in my hand right now, if I resolve the Ashiok, then we turn off all the Pacts. This also probably stops them from doing anything relevant this turn, right? Are they gonna play Grazer? Fuck. And they're gonna put in a bounce land to rebuy their Cavern. Nope. Okay, that was unexpected. Hey guys, look, we found some unexpected results. Anyone? No? Okay, good. So if they have Garenbrig, it doesn't currently come into play untapped. It's fairly unlikely they're going to Titan here. Which I guess means I could play Sword. Or I could play Noble and Prey. Because they don't have enough to play a Dryad plus be able to pay for the mana leak. It's unlikely they can bounce their Cavern. The fact that I'm not drawing lands is such a shitty thing. To Titan, they need Amulet, Bounce, Azusa, and a Titan. That's a lot. I don't think they have it. I think I can just play the Hierarch here. And if I hit a land next turn, we really get opened up, because all of a sudden I can go play Sword, equip Sword, untap my lands, sort of get a bunch of stuff going on. Also, they have to, well, they don't have to, but I assume they will be cognizant of the Aether Gust that I played last game. Impulse is fine. This does not net them any kind of mana. Play Quarter Swift Chord, taps all your creatures. Sure, but then it untaps my 3 lands, Mike. And 3 mana is all I need right now. More than 3 mana doesn't help me too much at the moment. So, I'm not particularly worried about that scenario. Taps all your creatures. Oh, of course. Yes. I definitely would have seen that before I attacked. Yep, totally. So if they have Dryad and 2 lands, I get screwed here by playing Ashiok. So I guess I hope that they just jam their Dryad into my Spell Queller. It's not likely, but I mean, yeah. If they have Dryad, they'd have played it. They didn't have green mana, friend. They used their green mana on an Adventurous Impulse. They had blue, Cavern, Slayers, and a tap Valakut. They couldn't play a Dryad that turn. I mean, they didn't get it off the Impulse, right? They got the Valakut. So I guess they don't have a Dryad, or if they do, they're choked on land drops. No? No, they played the... I mean, it's entirely possible they didn't have a green source in their hand. I think that's possible. Okay, so if they have land and Dryad, this doesn't work out for me, but I think I'm just going to jam the Queller here. I don't think I really have any reason not to. Because the Zeus is just too dangerous. She's too dangerous to live. Kill her. Kill her now. Okay. Okay. Listen, deck. I'm not fucking around. I need the land. Okay, if I play this Omnath and I don't top deck a fetch land, I'm gonna be kind of pissed. So, what are we doing here? Are we a coward stream? Are we a coward stream? Risk it for the biscuit? I mean, if they have a Dryad, how does this go for me? They can pay for the mana leak. That doesn't help me. Ashiok doesn't help me. Because they have at least 1 land in hand. Well, they don't necessarily have the 2. I think we just jam the Omnath, honestly. Consequences be damned. Playing Ashiok isn't playing to win. No, I understand that. I understand that. That's why I'm not doing it. Fetch. 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 That's not what I was looking for. Okay. Yes, I know, Freed. That's why I wanted to do it. But it couldn't be a land. It had to be a fetch land. It had to be a fetch land. I needed 2 land drops off the Omnath, which I did not get. So, all right. It's all on opponent's hands. if they have Dryad and 2 lands or Pact and 2 lands, they can get a Bolt. Bolt kills my Spell Queller. Spell Queller gets back Azusa. Azusa, in theory, opens up more land drops. So we could be in gigantic trouble. Or not. Maybe their hand is garbage. That could also happen. Good things happen to bad people. I've seen it. I saw it on TV. TV wouldn't lie to me. They're tanking. I feel like they don't have like a super clean play here, or that they're just maybe an inexperienced amulet pilot. Either way. So yeah. So let's talk some Star Wars generalisms. Say what you want about episodes 1 through 3. Fuck. Say what you want about episodes 1 through 3, but the overarching plot of 1 through 3 was fantastic. A huge fan of that. I think they did that really well, seeing where the Galactic Republic was and how it sort of fell from its sort of halcyon days to into the Empire was great. Is this just Titan? So that was great. And rewatch the original, or rewatch episodes 1 through 3, and try to tell me that episode 1 isn't the best one. Just try, because I think it's pretty hard. This is pod racing. There's like a really good chance they don't actually have an amulet or anything here, right? And then 4 through 6 is just the best general storytelling. The overarching plot it's fine. It's hard for me to detach myself from like knowing all of it. I think it's fine. It's a good hero's journey, and it's got some cool twists and turns. The ending is fairly dramatic, and it's real 70s. Yeah, I like that though. I find it very charming. Well, just as much as Phantom and the rest of the trilogy is like very late 90s, early 2000s, right? That new trilogy is just all over the map though. 7 through 9, I mean, it's a roller coaster of emotions. Like 7 is so classic, 8 is so sort of groundbreaking, and it's all this sort of modern storytelling technique and all of these sort of twists and turns and weird character communications that just. And then 9 it's just garbage. It's just a dumpster fire. 9 is a dumpster fire. I feel like 9 should get taught in universities as it's like The Room. It's that bad. It really is. Like, it should be part of bad movie festivals. It's so garbage. Wish 8 did more instead of latching onto old characters. Yeah, they did some weird stuff. Okay. Okay. Really? Wild. Okay. Fuck, man. What is this? Okay. So they bounce their Cavern, which means they can play Dryad and then double bolt, and then I'm just totally fucked. There's nothing. Our deck has just vomited up nothing for us here. I think there's just nothing I can do. I can attack for 4. I think that's the only relevant play. Maybe even Omnath attacking for 6 is better. Did they pack that turn? They did pack that turn. They had to pay for it. They bounced the Cavern though, so they're gonna be able to replay the Dryad. But playing the Dryad is gonna be their only green mana off the Cavern. If they don't have another land, I could be in a good spot if I play the Ashiok. Okay. Listen, this is a close one. I'm so sure you had Force of Negation there. No, I'm light on them. Even lighter on lands. If I had one more land, I would be fully in the driver's seat here, but they might have to pack for Dryad? Potentially, yeah. Opponent says, very impressive for being stuck on 2 lands. Yeah. I am impressive when I'm being impotent. Yeah, the whole thing between Poe Dameron and that random character that was introduced as the, like, admiral of the... That was really, that felt like a real reach. I thought you were going to try to double block Titan to get off the... Fuck! Ah! That's... Yep. Fuck. God damn it. Alright. Moving on. Our hand was just all clunk. Try to double block Titan to get it off the board. I just don't think that would ever work. It just... Jeez. Oh my god. Oh my... Okay. The slow speed chase... No, I mean... I like the chase because it seemed like a kind of interesting, like, space as a naval battle kind of idea. The thing that drove me nuts was the fact that they were like, yeah, we'll just hyper warp out of here and just hyper warp back. It's like, wait, what? What do you, what? What, why, how is this a thing? Doesn't that mean, like, wait a minute. So couldn't the Empire, like, hyper jump some of their ships ahead of where the rebel ship, in order to, like, what? Star Wars Episode 8, Alex. Yeah, Tartan Scarfman has it nailed down. I think overall, I think the large strokes of that movie were kind of interesting, but just the nitty gritty just kind of fell apart. It was so bad. I don't think it was that bad. I mean, I think there were really good moments, and I think the overall movie, like, I wasn't disappointed by it the same way I was horrifically disappointed by 9. Oh, it's one of my favorite starts. Wrenn and Six into Teferi. I love that. Thought Leia dying would have been great, axing off all the original characters and starting a fresh new story. Yeah. Yeah, that definitely was not the best Tartan Scarf Man. That was not the best. Yeah, the Casino Planet plotline was a whole bunch of... No! Okay, whew! Please play a 1-drop. Oh. Well, alright. It's like, no more Titan, please. I can't do it again. You can't send me back there. I won't do it. I won't. You can't make me. I won't do it. Casino Planet gave you episode 1 flashbacks? Well, they were just doing, but they did something totally different with it. So, thanks for the follow, Uncle PP Touch. I assume that's the Pokemon term for ability points. Anyone? I don't know what the P stood for in PP in Pokemon, but I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about. Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. That is a thick champion of the parish. Oh, crap. They're both big. Yeah, that's how that works. Well, shoot. So, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to play Hierarch this turn. and hold up Mana Leak for them. They have they have Cavern and Aether Vial. This is fun interactive Magic. Thank you. Thank you, Fire Design. Oh wait. Magic cards have been designed badly for a long time. All right. Still kind of sure I'm supposed to play Noble Hierarch, because that means next turn I can play Omnath plus fetch land. Oh, power points. That's right. Power points. This is so annoying. Okay. I really want to bounce their Aether Vial with the Teferi this turn, but again, I'm pretty sure Hierarch is the right play. The fact that I won't be able to Mana Leak anything is a pain in the butt, though. Unless they try to triple spell. They drop in something, plus they cast something, plus they cast something else. I mean, I could always go for just hold up my stuff and try to Spell Queller or something. But that doesn't put me in a good spot for the Omnath. Alright. I mean, I know what I want to do here. So let's stick to the plan of Omnath is going to make Stoneblade great again. Omnath's new book is Stoneblade, Rebecoming the Greatness We Never Weren't. Fair deck's always the best. That's why they need so much help. The humans. A Hierarch? That's cute. Well, that certainly makes your entire board more than big enough to kill my Wrenn and Six. Rats. There's no problem with getting riled up about episode 8, Odence. We appreciate passion here. Yeah, Wrenn and Six saying, hey, look, there's a 1-1 when there's 2 3/3s coming in to beat my Wrenn and Six to death, though. I'm not so worried about that. They bad. What makes you say that? The fact that they didn't vial in the Hierarch during their upkeep? Because I don't think this means they're bad. I think this means they have a 2-drop they're going to vial in on me. Oh. So if I fetch Shock for white mana, then I could play Stoneforge and Teferi this turn, which seems pretty good. Obviously, Batterskull also reasonable, considering I don't have a flyer. Omnath, Teferi, and Stoneforge seems like a pretty good turn. It's all right. It's all right. I mean, I'm not mad about it. Or deploy a 4/4. 4/4 lifelink vigilance. But I really feel that... How do I want to say this? I want to get this value off my Teferi here. I really want to get this champion off the board and or the Aether Vial. So we're going to play Stoneforge first. Because I'm actually somewhat attempting to optimize my sequencing here. I get to search a piece of equipment out of my deck before I would draw it with my Teferi tick down and bounce Vial. I think I should bounce the Vial. I guess what they have in play is not that threatening. I think I want Sword of Fire and Ice. Not because it dodges anything in play, but because it dodges the Mantis Rider. which is going to be like the creature that has vigilance that I'm going to be worried about in a second. Also, shocking stuff seems reasonably useful. Sort of spicy icy. Or Fiesta ex Phantomas. Yes, I love the sword of Fiestas. This is my favorite sword. Especially in this season. It's so beautiful. The sword of Fiestas. It's better than Kalen Beans. They can't Reflector Mage when it's equipped. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, what do you got? It's gotta be Kite Sail? Oh my god. Oh, that's so much damage. Fuck. Okay. I think Stoneforge is on chump blocking duty this turn. No. I think if it's a Thalia, they would have played it a lot earlier. There's just so much chance that I was going to play non-creature spells. I think they would have gotten the Thalia into play way earlier. I was worried about Thalia's Lieutenant, or I wasn't worried about Phantasmal Image, but I should have been, because that's basically the same as Thalia's Lieutenant. Okay, this is going to be Kite Sail. Or Kudro? Fuck, don't be Kudro. God bless it. Well, their board is super gigantic. On the plus side, this really doesn't change that much. So they're cracking in for, what, 14? They're not going to swing with the 3/3 Lieutenant into my 4/4 Omnath. I think I could just take this. There's just no way on the planet they're attacking Teferi. Yeah, okay, good. I think I can just take this. Because I'm going to gain 4 life off the Triome. Unless I draw a fetch land. I guess this puts me into lethal range if they have a Mantis Rider. But I think keeping my Stoneforge for the future is probably fine. Oh my god, they exiled my fetch land. Oh, alright. Wrenn kill Lieutenant. Sure. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You don't need to. Okay. And then I can drop in the Batterskull. That's all I have the ability to do. We could play Queller and then chump block it with it if I have to, depending on what their card is. I don't think we were supposed to be greedy and cycle there. I think that would have been a huge mistake, Freed. I think I want to keep my mana as best as I can. Okay. Does this actually affect the board in any meaningful way? No, I don't think that it does. Basically, my only thing is, do I want to Spell Queller or anything here? Although they kept their Cavern up. No, I want to put the Batterskull in this turn if it's at all possible. Realistically, at this moment, they only have the 2 creatures they can attack without incurring losses, and I would like to keep it that way. Because at the moment, dropping in Batterskull and chump blocking one of these puts me to 3 again. I think we bounce back pretty easily from that. This is Kite Sail, right? Okay. This is fine. So I could Queller this. I could Queller this, and do we chump with Skull or Noble? Well, we'd have to chump with multiple creatures if we don't chump with the Skull. Okay. I can Queller this and then chump block one of the Thalia's Lieutenant, but then I need another chump blocker, so it just doesn't make any sense. So let's just drop in the Batterskull. Depending on what I draw this turn, we could turn this game around gigantically or not at all. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Suit up Omnath with the sword. That's somewhat the plan. It just depends on if I draw a fetch land or not. Sword's going away. Sword did in fact go away. Yeah, this is all that's going to attack. I'm going to 2. 7, 11, 2. Yeah, that's where we're at. Alrighty. Lots of good draws in our deck. That's one of them. That's one of them. Unfortunately, I don't think that's good enough. Man, I'm 1 mana off of being able to go Stoneforge. So let's recoup some life. Yeah. So I get to gain 5. Plus I get to take out... So here... Oh, yeah. Because it becomes 9/9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Thank God for Hierarch. Hierarch can tap for white. Alright, we're in good shape. Not great shape, but good shape. It's a 9/9 though. Yeah. Yeah. Hierarch +1 puts us over into a good spot. Not perfect, but certainly better than we were. Hierarch OP. Hierarch's definitely damn good. I guess I'd rather take... Am I worried about the On Thin Ice ever dying? It's probably crazy to worry about that, so we should just take the Thales Lieutenant. We need to get Kudro off the field. Do we? I'm at 11. Or is his ability not worth? Not if I ever just draw a fetch land. I don't need to use my graveyard except to get... I just need 1 fetch land drop to catapult my mana 1 time right now. Like, not super concerned about any of the rest of this stuff. I think the only decision that matters right now... Kudro is sack 2 humans, exile target Omnath. Holy shit! Oh, thank you. Thanks, team. Sorry, magic cards that don't look like magic cards drive me crazy. Thank you. If this was a paper magic card, I would have been able to see the extra lines of text, and then I would have, you know, clued in on that. Letting them keep the 2 8/8s sucks, but I do have an 8/8 lifelink. So, no. Skyclave? Please no. Not Skyclave. Not Skyclave. Oh, Bugler. Bugler's fine. I'm not happy about it, but it's fine. Wait, no, this means my Omnath's gonna die. Yeah, Omnath's now doomed. That's why I learned how to use the zoom function. Sure, but when I assume I know what a card does, I don't bother using the zoom function. Because I haven't seen Kudro use that ability in forever. Oh, please. Please attack like this. This is so good for me. Yes, please. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Omnath's ready to eat ya. Doesn't seem great for them. No, no, no! No, bring it back! Bring it back! That's the one I need! It's the one that I want. The one that I want. Woo, 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 honey. Oh, fuck you. I mean, I respect you, opponent. Really, I do, but that was so rude. Wait, can I go to 1 here? Can I go to 1 here? I think I can go to 1 here, though, and not lose my Omnath. Pretty sure we're going to 1. Listen, we're not cowards here. I'm going to 1 here. Omnath don't give a fuck. We're going to find lands. We're going to be great. Everyone is going to have a happy Christmas. Like we're British. And we're going to win this match. Or at least this game. I mean, it's not really what I was looking for, but I'll take it. Oh, I'm not going to connect, though, right? So that doesn't actually help me. Yeah, it'll never connect. Well, I could bounce one of their creatures, but I can't do anything about the other one. Shoot. So I just have to swing and gain 9. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. But Spell Queller might be able to eat one of their spells next turn first. Well, I think I'm going to attack first. I'm going to let them block with it, whatever they want here. I'd bounce Freebooter, so you're protected versus Reflector Mage. What? I'm already protected versus Reflector Mage. Pro U. What? No, I'm going to bounce one of their gigantic creatures is what I'm going to do. I think this puts me firmly in the driver's seat. Bounce champion. Get to Queller it when it comes back. That's more life gain. All right. I think we made it. I'm like almost certain we've made it now. Looks like we made it. Sword of Fire and Ice means Reflector can't bounce Omnath. I don't think I was ever going to be equipping Sword of Fire and Ice this turn, though. I think maybe in the future, but I don't. I'm literally going to quell basically anything they play this turn, other than maybe Champion the Parish. Maybe that one lives. But I really want to play the Queller this turn. Because the Sword of Feast and Famine goes on the Queller. Did we up Wrenn? I believe we did. If we didn't, I really don't care. It's not super relevant. I don't have a land to pick up. I don't ever imagine this game's going to go that long, but if I missed it, it is a misplay. I just don't think that's where this game is right now, so I'm not going to worry about it, but if I did, yeah, that was probably... Okay. I'm hoping they have another spell here. Maybe not. Shoot a champion, yeah. Oh. Image? Yeah, nice. Perfect. I mean, I could just mana link this, but I want this Queller on deck anyway. So clearly should have quelled the champion, but whatever. I didn't necessarily want to have to tap my Hierarch. So I really... Really? Alright, Stoneforge, you're up, baby. My life for ire. I mean, Ner'zhul. I mean, whatever, the core worship. Zendikons? I don't know. Queller makes lethal if we throw on the sword. Yes, it does. GG! So it does. bustin', 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 makes me feel good. Dude! Take 5, nerd. Alright. Alright. Ready? You ready? Alright, now take 1 more. Boop! Bonk him on the nose. They didn't block my... Okay. I can't believe we dug out of that one. That was great. So we have more anti-nice, and we have the timely reinforcements, but I'm not thinking that I want the timely... No, that was why he had the /S. That means sarcasm. Yeah, I think we're going tracker out again here. I'm like slightly tempted. Slightly tempted. Purge has enough targets as a 1-up? Sure. Okay, I can get on that. Sorry, tracker. Human v human violence. I don't know if I can handle that. And Kudrow. There's enough targets. There's enough. Is Veil worth anything? I've heard people say that they brought in Veil against humans before. You want to get all the leaks out. You are damn right. I am just not thinking about this properly. Okay. A Gust could be okay. I'd rather have a Timely, maybe. No. Roy, to your point, I've heard of people bringing in Veil against humans. I think it sounds completely insane to me, but I've heard of people doing it because it does blank a Kite Sail. Yeah. It blanks a Kite Sail. It stops it from targeting you, and you do get to draw a card. Yeah, I mean, but I just think, generally speaking, that's silly. Yeah, I guess Mage is... Well, Kite Sail... I think there's a lot of reasons to play humans, Mike. I think if you like crunchy combat tricks and stack interaction while playing an aggro deck... I think the deck was garbage aggro before Kite Sail was printed. Yeah, I mean, Kite Sail opened up Meddling Mage to be a lot better. That's for sure. I know it was just hitting prominence about when I was getting back into Modern. Right around the time that Mardu Pyromancer was coming up, so was Humans. At one point, I remember looking at MTGO or MTG Top 8, and Humans was like, I think it was 11% of the competitive meta. It was big time for a little while. Ramp, baby. You'd love to see it. So we're gonna ice that. Yeah, I don't really have any reason not to. Yeah, but before, yeah, I can agree with that. Generally speaking, it was just different flavored slivers. They had they basically were like slivers, but with the flavor of metallic mimic instead of Merfolk of the Pearl. No, Master of the Pearl Trident, Lord of Atlantis. They had the other type of lord where it would grant permanent bonuses, but only afterwards. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, the new versions of Mardu Pyro are either Mardu Stoneblade or Black Red Pyro. I cannot believe they did not have a 2-drop there. That's insane. Okay, so their 3-drop's gonna get pathed, and then we play Teferi. No, the 3-drop's gonna get Teferied, and then we'll see. We'll see what their 3-drop is. Yes, I mean slivers. No, because they used to play Mayor of Averbrook in Humans, and that was another. They actually, that was an actual lord before Kudrow that they would play. Maybe they have running Bugglers. Could be. So I'm going to Teferi this because it's the biggest potential mana gain. Sure, they can just replay it and attack down my Teferi, but I really don't care. I'm just looking to get my mana going. It's kind of the... I guess this is the sort of Delver approach of, like, if I wasteland you, it puts me in a more favorable position. I guess with the downside of it being... I have to either blow my one fetch land or shock myself. So I'll blow my fetch land. So I have time. No, I just... Souls, Young Peas, and a buttload of tokens. Yeah. I mean, I think... I don't know if that deck... I was actually thinking about that deck today. I just don't know if it could compete right now. I guess I want green. I mean, I've got the Stomping Ground, but... I've already got double white. I have the blue. I don't need a lot of green in this deck, though. Mo blue, mo better. Never liked Bugler in humans. I agree with that. I don't think it's particularly exciting. 3 mana is just so expensive for that effect. Bugler replace. I can't really remember. They've always had like a couple of flex slots. I don't really know which one it slotted into. Not attacking the Teferi. That's probably smart. So I could Flash Timely this turn or Spell Queller. Those both seem good. If I shock the Stomping Grounds, though, I can go Flash Timely plus Path. That seems way better. So I do have to take 2 here, but since I'm probably gaining 6, it's not a problem. Yeah. I got there free. But thank you for the input. They might have a bunch of images for the rider. That would be fantastic. That would be so good. This looks like Dahlia's Lieutenant. Nope. It looks like a Bugler. I think I want to quell that. I think they probably have a Thalia's Lieutenant afterwards, and then I get to Path the Rider. They've got something for 2, so I think we'll be... Could still be a... No, it couldn't be an image. They can't play image. Thalia's Lieutenant. Perfect. GG! Well, we already have a land, right? So we have Wrenn and Six into instant speed timely right now. So we're kind of set for life. Much like a pair of philosophers when Deep Thought solved the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. We're on the gravy train for life. Yeah, I could ping their Lieutenant, but I really want to get my lands flowing here, especially with the rest of my hand. And instant speed timely, I think we're going to be okay. Ooh, that sounds rough for them, Freed. Having to walk someone through the hoops of what they fucked up there in paper would have been so much fun. You're just like, okay, so the only creature in play is my Spell Queller, so you copy the Queller, right? Okay. And then what? Okay, and then it has to quell your spell, because it's the only one on the stack. It's not a May trigger. Oh, they're going for my Teferi. You nefarious bastard. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Very well. We still have the effect that we can cast our Timely at instant speed, so this is fine. Cast Timely now then? No, we still have the effect. The effect doesn't go anywhere. The effect just is. Yeah, this is a pain in the ass because they get their Bugler here. So Thalia's is going to be a 3/3. So clearly should have just killed it. But, you know. Yeah. So this is until their next turn, which includes right now. I'm not allowed to play this. But they are going to swing into my face with a 3/3, so we'll be able to block it. Damn it! Call the Bugler again? No, they wrote the card correctly. You forgot Reflector wasn't Manowar. It's very much not Manowar. It is much, much, much better than Manowar. That was a really good turn for them. Well played, opponent. But will they attack? Yes, they will. Oh no, this yeah, it wasn't a corner case at all. This was very real. My question is, do I block this with one creature or all three? I guess all three, because it can keep getting bigger. But like my hand is not I don't have a lot going on for me right now. I guess I got Tracker though. But I can't but I can play the Queller on their next turn. So whatever is in their hand. Yeah. I was just walking through it because I wanted to. I just don't want to make decisions where I'm like, just do the thing. Even though I can still screw up, even though I just sometimes say do the thing. Let's keep. Yeah. Cool. Tracker. Misty. All right. It's a meddling mage in their hand? It could be. Certainly could be. I might have to put a second clue into play here, and then... I know, I miss hanging out with you too, Roybert. What in particular brought that up, my friend? I want to reflect on our wonderful in-life friendship. That's okay, you can just feel things. You're buzzed now. Okay, that's fair enough, my friend. That's fair enough. Finished a bottle of wine. All right, I got you. That's no problem. Hey, we should make a bet that you could win and then get a free pitcher. Peller Family Reserve. I have not. Or Paye. Paye. We don't need to plan it. No, it will happen organically, I'm sure. Okay. That's kind of a pain. Okay. Oh, but it didn't grow the Skyclave. Right. Okay, this is not too bad. It's not too bad. Some $15 bottles of wine are really good. Okay. So they're going after my Wrenn and Six. I think I just let this go, especially with the rest of my hand, because I'd have to trade something for it. Downside is then I can't just poke their Thalia's Lieutenant to death. But I have Sword of Fire and Ice and a Flyer. So I think I'm in good shape. Sword of Fire and Ice means I get to pick off the Skyclave and then get a 3/3. Yeah. Yeah, I think... Well, so we'll kill the Thalia's Lieutenant first, and then we'll see where we're at. This is fine. Yeah. Tracker will be big enough, for sure. We'll also see if we draw any more on Thin Ice or Path, which we didn't, but that's fine. We could draw it off the Spell Queller crack. Okay. So let's do this. I have 2 mana left over afterwards. Whining? Whining goes with every Magic Guild. Wine goes with loneliness and lack of beer. Also a good pairing. Also a strong move. Alright. I guess I could move the sword. That would make my tracker just as... that would make my tracker even bigger than cracking a clue. But I don't want to take the sword off my Queller. Especially because they've got Reflector Mages and such, so... If they have a Deputy of Detention Spheres, they could take my sword, but I'm not too worried. If they target one of my clues, I crack that clue in response. So, we should be in good shape here. You could make a beer float with wine? Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. Scoop of vanilla ice cream into a Guinness. That makes sense. You can also float red wine on top of a beer, I'm pretty sure. I think the densities are right. I guess it depends on how dense your beer is. You won't be able to see it on lighter beers, but... You think Humans is on Skyclave now seems better than Deputy. That's fair. Yeah, there's no more zombies, right? There's no more zombie apocalypse to deal with, so I guess it makes sense. Man, they have really flooded out this game. You don't normally see Humans draw this many lands. This is really bad for them. So, if this is Kite Sail, I'm yes, that's fine. Take my Teferi. I don't give a shit. Take him. I don't need him now. I'll get him when I'm listen. I'll call him up. We'll cut a deal. I don't need him now. Vestviaren? It might be. Uh-oh. Oh no, they're gonna Meddling Mage my Misty Rainforest? No, they're gonna Meddling Mage the Teferi, most likely. Omnath. Okay, that's fair. It's a fair name. So now they've got the Kite Sail to block, but then they have to block with the... Opponent, you're not good at this, are you? It's fine, I'm not mad about it, I'm just disappointed. Final lap. Do 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 do. Well, everything just came up Millhouse. Oh my god. Yoink.
Yoink.
There we go. I couldn't click through it until Homer told me the thing. Oh my god. Gross. Bye, opponent. It's been nice. It's been real. It's been real. Goodbye. Hey, Skyclave. Remember how I said I'd kill you last? I lied. Trigger. Cast Big Teferi. Plus... Do I want to play either of these Stoneforge? I don't think so. I think having Queller /2 Clue Cracks is probably just better. Alright. Go ahead, opponent. What do you got? What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Blade! If I was playing against dinosaurs, obviously, that would be fantastic. Can always trust on Michael for the Batman Forever quotes. This has got to be another... there's got to be another of the... No? What is this? Kudrow. Oh, okay. Good top deck. Good memoirs. Not great memoirs, but good memoirs. GG, nerd! What was the reference? It's Mr. Freeze. Yeah. Oh, what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. It's just nothing to do with... No, are they at the Natural History Museum? They are. They're at the Natural History Museum fundraiser. That is where... So there is some context. Like a good Schwarzenegger reference, there is actual context for that. Sure, the context is bad, but at least it exists, right? Really? Okay. Block. Block. Take 3. Hey. Go to 3. The bad jokes make the good jokes look better. You're not wrong, my friend. Do I just like what? How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, but there's no way I can get the Batterskull equipped this turn. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can just kill them. Why am I not just killing them? Let's just kill them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, they're super dead. Whee! Just tuck and lethal. Yeah, exactly. Just tuck and roll, Mike. Just tuck and roll. All right, 2-1, baby. That was the best showing. It's all downhill from here, Mike. We're done. Well, to be fair, we did go 1 and 2 against Titan. Blue-white Titan humans, exactly. Yeah, that's correct. Are you trying to scope out the metagame for playing... Yeah, we were close against the best deck, though. We were close. We were 1 land drop away from being fine against Titan. Yeah, we're not keeping this one. I mean, this is bad, but I'll keep it. In the dark, I will keep this. Yeah, the 2 8/8s, that was quite the game. Man, freaking control has been all over the place today. I played a league earlier today, and there was 3 blue-white X control decks. It's the Horizon Canopy again, mocking you. No, none of them were. No, they were real control decks. Not like value decks. They were like, it was blue-white, spikes, what's it called? Lotus Field deck, and I think it was just second blue-white. Yeah, Lotus Field is a land, and they play it with Blood Sun. Yeah, this is probably Squirrel Blade. They play it with Blood Sun. You've never seen that art, which art before? Glacial Floodplain? And Rimewood Falls? These are the new Snow Duels. That's Teferi. Okay. I feel like this is way worse for them than it is for me. That I'm going to get to fire off my own Teferi here. But we'll see. I find it so annoying, though, that they did the bicycle lands in Amonkhet, and before they completed that cycle, they did the Triomes in Ikoria, and now we're probably never getting the completed bicycle lands. I mean, I'm sure we eventually will, but when we do, it'll be super underwhelming, and it'll be like, why are we not getting the arced Triomes? Like, what the hell? And we have to wait probably about 18 months. Give me the other half of my Tango lands. Yeah, that's true. They're fetchable, aren't they? Yeah, they are. If they're the ones I'm thinking of. What is this? Good old sorcery speed spell queller. You gotta love it. What an exciting and oh, don't forget Esper, Freed. Esper is the true terrible color combination. Just no ability to kill you ever. Grixis might be disappointing, but Esper is just frustrating. All right, so can bounce the Queller, play Stoneforge, and have Path here. I think I like that a lot. And then next turn we can go Omnath into fetch land. I guess I don't have a big payoff for the Omnath turn. So it's not... Oh, no, I can play and equip my sword. No, that is a big turn. All right, I'm in. Oh, wait, keeping path up is not relevant. But whatever. Okay, so if I'm going to bounce the Queller, let's do it now and see if we draw something else relevant or proactive. No, that's fine. Okay. Plus Stoneforge, Path Queller. I see. Yeah, I should probably kill the Hierarch in case they have another land plus a sword play and equip. So unfortunately, I guess I just have to path the Hierarch now. And I have to get sort of Fire and Ice because I put a Queller in their hand and I want my creature to be able to get through next turn. Yeah, okay. I screwed this up in terms of I didn't think through the whole... Yeah. I see it. They have a second Noble. You don't want to have to jump. Yeah, that's another reason that my play was bad. It's not that I'm disrespecting the Hierarch. I just didn't think my play through to the end of the sequence. Hopefully we'll be fine here. Respect her authority. Well, I'm going to respect her authority. You betcha. I guess they Teferi bounce my Stoneforge here. Things go a little sideways, because then I don't have an attacker. Feel weird. It's this one for 12 hours. Yeah, that'll get you. Yeah, this is kind of awkward. I love cheesy poops, I love cheesy poops, I love cheesy poops, beat them. The hell is this? I would assume Toski, but that mana is not correct. This cannot be a squirrel. Cheesy poofs are basically Cheetos, but from the South Park universe. The fictional Cheeto product, yeah. Casa Bonita is real, though. Found that out. That was weird. Is this Cryptic Command? Whoa. So they have a force? No, they have a colonnade. Okay. I guess that was a big tempo gain for them. No, hold on. No. Casa Bonita, Casa Bonita. We should probably just play creatures if we can. I agree with you, but I'm pretty sure I also have to replay my Teferi. And then plus it, their colonnade alone won't be able to kill it. You do have to get white here. Plains is fine this turn. Why can't we land our Stoneforge? We can do that as well. We're going to do both those things. I just would also like to play my Teferi, because it's the best card in the matchup. In theory, playing it first will help my Stoneforge resolve, although... Oh, okay. Well, that's just great. That's just gravy. I'm okay with that one. And I'm getting a Sword of Feast and Famine with this. Guess they're holding up Force. Me too, but they were not. They were not. Okay. All right. I think they just did it as like trying to dig out from under the Teferi. They were like, maybe I'll draw into something that fixes all my problems. I've got the Queller in my hand. Why can't I use it? I'm just sitting here from the perspective of someone who's played a lot of Niv Mizzet going, oh, you poor Flash bastard. You didn't pack anything that's like super gigantic sorcery speed monstrosity. Cryptic bounce with no force. Yeah, but at the same time, Freed, I mean, one, maybe they were just hoping that I would respect it or like get freaked out and play around it. But two, I just know that there's so few forces floating around in Bane decks right now. Especially any deck that's trying to also have a proactive plan. It's kind of hard for them to fit everything in the deck right now. Just Force is a lot less valuable than it used to be at the moment. Are Snow Duels any good? They're fine. They basically tell your opponent you're playing Ice Fang Codal. No, they're not a novelty. They enable Ice Fang very successfully. I don't know if they're good enough, but they're definitely good. Is it Jace? It's gotta be Jace. Oh, Cryptic again. All right, fair enough. Resolves. So they've got Queller in their hand. I would like to draw another fetch land, please. Ooh. Ugh. Sorry, that was just really gross. I can still taste it. We can play Equip Sword and attack. We could. But it will be Quellered, I believe. And they play Queller, we take Queller or Path it. Yeah, I guess pathing it would work out really well for us, actually. Play Teferi, leak Queller. Oh yeah, I have Mana Leak. I'm allowed to play spells now. Sorry, I'm not used to this. Start with Fairy. I think so. Yeah. And then we just plus the Teferi again when it resolves. And then we have Path up too. So it's generally going to be in pretty good shape here, I think. If I let this resolve and just Path it, isn't that way better for me? I have Leak up if I need it. I guess I don't have Path, but I don't need it. Maybe they finally found the Force of Negation, but I have Mana Leak for that. No, it's way better to just let them take this and then just take it back. Okay, this time I think I thought things out correctly. I think. Cool. We want to Path Colonnade, but I don't need to right now. And them spending a whole turn on Colonnade seems pretty good to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm amazed. At the way you love me all the time. Maybe I'm amazed at the way I love you. Because it's not going to kill my Teferi unless... I guess they could have a Hierarch. That would suck. Hierarch into Colonnade attack. That would be very good. I guess I could Mana Leak the Hierarch. And then they either... Yeah, That probably works out for me. Unless they have, like, I don't know, Jace or another Teferi or big Teferi. Although, specifically, big Teferi would be able to deal with my small Teferi, so, like, that's the more concerning one of those. Okay. Phase 1 has been activated. Let us see how they continue. Okay. Teferi has been bombed. Let us see if they have a follow-up plan. So sort of Feast and Famine is the one we're dropping in here. Because it gives my creature protection from Ice Fang. Now, Sword of Fire and Ice also does that, but what the hell? If they have a Queller that they are forced to, like, play to chump block, then I had the mana leak there. Although this kind of sucks. But I need to make sure they don't bounce my Stoneforge. So then this turn we get to play and equip sort of Feast of Famine, and then we should be able to ride that pretty far. If I pick up a fetch land, this goes crazy, though. Wrenn and Six, fetch land, Feast and Famine. Do I have the red for Wrenn and Six and Omnath? I don't. Yeah, I had to leak that, though, Freed. Otherwise, I didn't have a creature. So I'm choked on red here, huh? I think I put in Feast and Famine, equip. Also play Wrenn and Six with my land drop. And then post-combat, no, I think I can get more value. Shit. My mana is so close to being perfect here, but it's not. I think I'm supposed to play the Sword and Attack, and then play Wrenn and Six, Tireless Tracker, pick up the fetch, play the fetch, and then go that way. They will be able to take up my Teferi this turn if they want to spend, like, all their mana doing it, but I think that's fine. They're also losing a card in their hand. Yeah. Play Wrenn and Six, Omnath after combat. Okay, whatever. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think yours was better. Okay, I see it now. Oh, well, no biggie. Always lurking sounds like a stream sniper's name. Yeah, it does. I guess it's kind of nuts to get the Omnath into play most of the time. These things are probably just better than Tracker. Just doing both these things is better than Tracker here. Now maybe Tracker and Wrenn and Six? I think getting the Omnath into play is still better. Is it? No, it's probably not. I don't know. I would need to play this deck for more reps. Although I'm really enjoying this. This list is sweet. Yeah, I think Freed, you had the line. I just couldn't pull it together. Trying to put the land drop in the right place was what was screwing me up. But if I was gonna play the Omnath, I don't know. Just tricky. So this is Animate Colonnade, attack down my Teferi. I think they're just kind of screwed at that point, though. See, well, it's like Niv Mizzet. It's like there's lots of options each turn, but you will learn the lines. It's like working my mana out on Niv Mizzet is like super easy for me now, but I've done it a lot. I'm gonna fetch now, just so that if they do remove my Teferi, if I go to fetch, they can't remove my tracker in response and deny me the clue. It's a pretty small gain, but I think it's worthwhile. They attack down the Wrenn and Six? You crazy, Jesus? You crazy? Are they shame scooping because they attacked the wrong planeswalker? What the hell was that? Okay. Okay. Resolves? What? I'm almost definitely sure they're about to die. They have to unsummon one of my creatures here. Nope. Okay, they're just dead. Wow. That was unexpected. What do I have on the board? I have 7 damage confirmed on the board, plus another clue. If I have a fetch land in my hand, they're dead on board. Oh, okay. They did have a land drop. So maybe they have a path. Spoke too soon. Still really bad for them, but I guess it all is. I cannot fathom them not taking Teferi off the board here. It's a bold move, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off. Oh my, that is not a white source. Things looking dire indeed for always lurking. Just want to remind everyone we are sponsored today by, I don't know, Red Bull? Monster? Whoever is supposed to be sponsoring all the esports crap. Trigger. I know I could do more, but like if I play the Omnath first, I get 1,000,000 mana off of this, and then bloody blue, but I'm just gonna do something that they can't force a negation. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I got lethal there. Whee! Yield. Eat. Okay, good. It did tap. I was like, wait, what? Did that go badly for me? No, what am I even doing? Just attack Zach. Just kill them. Kill them. Kill them now. Hey, I'm gonna attack the right thing, opponent, okay? Okay. Bye, nerd. Trigger. I don't know, dude. This Tireless Tracker card. I think there's something to that. It's pretty good. So this matchup is dumb, but I want these things. I want less of these things. Paths are fine. Mana leaks are probably fine. Maybe just trim like a tracker and like... Yeah, it was a long game. It was like 10-minute from both people's clocks. I feel like I could take out like at least 1 mana leak. OP wanted to draw some cards too. They drew 3 cards on the way to the graveyard. I think this is how I want to play it. Maybe mana leaks are just bad here. But my blue count is pretty sus. So my opponent kept their 7. I don't think I can keep this one. I think I need a more aggressive hand on the draw. Man, that is kind of almost good. Can I keep this and bottom one of these islands? Where's Roy? I need Roy to tell me to be greedy. I mean, I'm gonna do it, but... Alright, let's draw a fetch. Fetch off the top. Even if we don't, hand is fine. Fetch off the top, though. Oh, right, they're playing Hierarchs, too. Yikes. Okay. Well, let's go south in a hurry. South's gonna do it again. And again and again. Oh my god. Slow down. This is bad. Quick path the dork. I mean, upkeep pathing a dork is, like, technically speaking an option. But, you know, not a great one. Yeah, I think I have to get Batterskull on this board. Not that it's particularly helpful one way or the other, but... I wonder if they have a sword in their hand. But it looks like they didn't find the 5th land. So I assume they would then play and equip and do... what? Okay. Oh, that is terrifying. Or not? Okay. So, alrighty. Works for me. Well, it's not perfect, but I'll take it. Yeah, no, that that all worked out just fine. So they put in the Batterskull, and we are going to let it resolve and do its things here. If it is in fact the Batterskull, yeah, that's fine. I'll deal with you eventually is my plan. Maybe the end of this turn, who knows? Oh, that is a 6-power Batterskull. Whatever, it's fine. Alright. Now's the time. Get out of here. You little nerd. Oh, now they can reset it, though, with that 5th land. Crap. I should have waited until they attack next turn. Because there's like a reasonable chance that all the mana they have in play would then not translate into anything. Yeah, that was a mistake. Once they hit the 5th land, that was a mistake. When they were on 4, it was fine. Jeez. You'd love to see it. Alright, yeah, alright. Yep. Yep. I can play Teferi Time Raveler with, now they could pay for a mana leak. Well, I was going to deal with it later, but I didn't think about how much the Hierarchs were increasing the clock here by. Looks like we may have to go to game 3 on this one. God, stop it! No! Play thing! Play thing! Make play happen. Make thing play. Play thing make. What is your hand full of? It's gonna be like Cryptic plus Dispute would be really bad. Stop trying to make play happen. Is it not gonna happen, Michael? Stop trying to make play happen. It's not gonna happen. Alright. We got something. Ice Fang. Alright. That is a 7/7 flying vigilance lifelink. That is terrifying. Good God. That will kill me in a hurry. You betcha. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That one there, that's a big one. I tell ya. That Ice Fang. Whew. What a champion. Of course, if they do that, I guess I get to path it. All right, we'll see. We'll see. This could actually turn around in a hurry. We'll see what's up. See what's up with the what's up. What's going on? I said, hey, yeah. Really? Okay. I said, hey, what's going on? Attacks for 3. Yeah. Your attack resolves. Make thing. Play make. Make play. Do the thing. God darn it. Stop it. So, if I put in Sword of Feast and Famine, and then equip it to the Hierarch and attack, the only blocker they have available is Stoneforge. Now, obviously they could just have a path, which I won't be able to spell quell. I'll be able to mana leak it. They have to block with the Stoneforge and then put in the Batterskull. We're not dead next turn. And my situation here just sucks generally, so I'm gonna go for the highest upside play and see if we can't make it happen. Make something out of it. I guess I could always path the Stoneforge. Well, we'll see if we get halfway through this. I wanted to make sure I was going to connect Path of Stoneforge, get to untap my board, then I have Queller. There's just no way. There was no way. Actually, no, maybe I am supposed to do that. Maybe it is like the only feasible way to win this game. Did your Stoneforge have Summoning Sickness last turn? It did. It did do. I've got a shock here. Because I didn't... Okay. This means I'm dead if I don't... or this means if I'm dead if I... take the Batterskull hit? No. No, I'm not. I mean, if they have another... Hierarch, I'll be dead, but it's fine. There's a million ways to die in the West. Alright. This looks good. This looks like where I thought I was going to be. Wild. If this Hierarch connects, I'm going to lose it. That's crazy. What is your hand? Okay. Wild. Well. Alright. Oh. Okay. Cryptic. Sure. Okay. super dead. Not actually dead, but there's just no way I'm coming back. I mean, that game was bad before that point, so we were definitely not coming back at that point. Yeah, I just want more removal. Teferi's pretty good. What if we just like try to ignore the Teferi game as much as possible? We'll play our proactive Teferis, we'll play Spell Quellers, but like, how does this look? Is this bad? This looks alright to me. Especially on the play. Alright. I'm gonna try it this way. Just try to out mid-range them here. Hit them with the value hammer. It's a really good hand. No Hierarch, but otherwise it's like pretty... Well, it's not even that good. Good enough, but... Opponent mulls. Okay, that's good. So we go Raugrin Triome into Forest, or maybe we'll see. No acceleration. Okay, that's good. Means they likely have Stoneforge and or Force of Negation, but that's where we'd expect this game to go. I really would not like to be mana screwed again. That would be unpleasant. I'm going to shock for Breeding Pool or Hallowed Fountain here. Having more white is probably not problematic. Although, this might be a path our own Stoneforge kind of game. We'll see. Batterskull? Yeah, just Batterskull. Maybe they feel incentivized to path my Stoneforge. That wouldn't be the worst. Hey, it's Mr. Maple Syrup. What is up? Dog? Doge? Frogmite? I don't know why Frogmite. Only one thing to say at times like this.
Eat the pudding, 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 eat the pudding. Okay. And then we gotta get to work.
I was supposed to get something that was green with this. It was supposed to be Temple Garden or the thing that I said. Maybe it'll work out anyway. Yep, that was a big mistake. All right. I think OP is in chat. We did discuss already my opponent's name. I would assume their name is reference to the general concept of lurking and not the specific terminology used on Twitch. But could be any of the above. They have the living weapon. Jeez! Oh, why again? Oh my god, why am I so bad? It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay, Zach. It's gonna be fine. It's all gonna be okay. Probably not. But maybe. Maybe. This is how my opponent beat me last game. Except they actually had 4 mana via Mana Dorks. Batter up. Yeah. I feel like if they play Teferi with green up... Yeah, I think we're end-step pathing our idiot. I feel if they play Teferi with green up, I'm not going to try to mana leak it. It's just Screaming Veil over there. You might want a lands emote. Who doesn't? All right, we got a path. Our idiot. We have a second path too if they counter this one. I would like to see them Queller this. That'd be fun. Perfect. No, not orally, Michael. Like, audibly. Gastronomically? Visibly? Visibly. I didn't want to see them Queller that in the mouth. I wanted to see them Queller it with my eyes. Yes, please. Really like this green mana that I should have had a million years ago. We are not doing song requests. Just because I'm putting this on YouTube. So every couple days I got to do content for YouTube. I mean, I don't have to. I choose to. But my YouTube channel had more viewers than my Twitch channel for a long time. And so I feel like a weird loyalty to it. Oh no, it's not a problem. I mean, you can always type SR, it'll just tell you if I'm not taking them. Okay. Do I think they're likely to play a land and then colonnade my Wrenn and Six? If I do, I should play the Hierarch. If I don't, yeah. We don't comply with Twitch TOS a lot, but YouTube TOS I do my best. I think I'm supposed to play the Hierarch here, rather than hope to Mana Leak. I don't know, Mana Leak's... They're at 11 already? If they spend their whole turn killing my Wrenn and Six and stop me from getting value from that, do I really care? They don't advance their board plan at all? Does that bother me? Probably not. Alright. Hierarch, you're benched for now. Sorry, Mana Leak's up at bat. You think opponent has one too many guild gates? Maybe. They're about to put one more into play. Cause tonight for the first time, just around 10:30, for the first time in history. It's gotta be Teferi, right? Crap. I gotta Mana Leak this. I don't have to, but like if I don't, then I'm just never getting any value off of it. They're gonna probably bounce my Germ token. But if they do that, Wrenn and Six kills the Teferi. Huh. They're actually not in a great spot on... Fuck! I forgot about Veil. God bless it. I hate that stupid card. Now we go to town with Omnath. I mean, we're gonna try. We'll see. It might work out. Earlier it was Screaming Veil. This was not Screaming Veil anymore, so I... Really? Interesting choice. But no, because if they just have a Mana Leak, we get screwed trying to go to town with Omnath. Opponent's running Ice Fang Kodal. We're the ones playing on Thin Ice. I mean, they could be playing on Thin Ice, but we're the ones who are factually playing on Thin Ice. Like, I definitely am playing the card on Thin Ice. I'm... Draw step? Oh, no. Draw step. Yeah. Fuck. God, this is so frustrating. It's not so bad, but like... Guess we're just going Omnath Hierarch. Tracker crack a clue? I think Omnath Hierarch is better, no? I mean, yeah, it's not so bad for us. So yeah, so the reason I want to play Omnath is that Omnath is just more mana, but also now like they're very pressured to cover so many different angles. Whereas like Tracker, I feel like they don't feel like they need to remove the Tracker right away. I mean, the Tracker definitely will bury them fairly quickly, so maybe they feel like more, but yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, Tracker makes lands threatening too, which is the reason it's in the deck, I'm sure. But Omnath Breach sounds sick. I don't know that it does to me. Why would that sound sick, Jiggy? I mean, I guess just playing good value cards in a Breach deck sounds okay. Okay, it definitely gives you good options for sideboarding. 2 good cards. I like that you say 2 good cards. One of those cards, maybe not so good. Of course, I'm talking about Omnath. Breach is, of course, beyond reproach. That is fantastic. Yep. Yep, I like everything about that. What say you, opponent? This is the question that I am asking. Yeah, that's fine. That is just fine. Trigger. Oh, I had another tracker. Oops. Oh, that's fine. We'll show off our shame. It's fine. Oh, I'm not getting this tracker back. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, opponent. Would you like to go to 1? It's an option. You'd have to have a hell of a hand if you want to go to 1 here. They're going to 1. That's bold. I mean, I respect that. So they should know I have a Wrenn and Six in my hand, because they put it on top and they saw me draw it. They equip sword. Swing and kill my tracker. We went to 1 in the humans fight. Yeah, we did. Okay. Okay. They do not attack. Okay. I see. I see. Trigger. Fuck. Trigger. I need the tracker to at least be a 5/4 here. And then not really. Oh, perfect. Okay. I think they can't have enough to deal with everything that I have now. I think they're toast here. I like how you're still not shocking here. Sorry, that's just a habit. If I can get basics, I often will, just because, I don't know, a million reasons. Okay. My life total is just totally not a relevant part of my thought process right now. So if they have another Force blue card here, we wouldn't win this turn, but we did. Boop. Second Wrenn and Six kill of the day, by the way. Well, and so, but even if they had it, we get to attack with both of our creatures, and they have to lose the Stoneforge, I guess. That's not too bad for them. Yeah, that could have been okay for them if they did have the double force, but it was pretty unlikely. One to 37, they had an uphill battle. That was the other thing, is when we were playing against humans, Mike, they were at like, I don't know, like 15, and then we started getting in there with Batterskull Omnath. I got feelings about that one. Okay, we gotta ship this one. Batterskull Omnath is nice. This hand is fine. It's very respectable. This is a working girls kind of hand. She works hard for the money. Do-do, do-do. So hard for it, honey. If only all of Modern was this honest, yeah. I mean, game one was pretty dumb with the Teferi Wars, and we won by being the bigger deck. But, I mean, that's the name of the game in mid-range, right? Like, if you're just, like, the one that's, like, sort of, like, a half a point bigger, then you will win those matches a lot. Working hard for that monkey. There is no more monkeys. Monkeys are gone. No more monkeys in this format. No monkey business. Yikes. Okay, so clearly should have kept the Horizon Canopy, but how was I to know? Against Sacred Foundry, I'm gonna get Batterskull, although I'm fairly tempted to believe this is gonna be some kind of, like, mid-range. Oh! It's Ice 9! Okay. I see you there. I see you. I see you, Ice 9. Sam Leuven is playing a little bit of the Ice 9. This should be a fairly good matchup for us, because they will not be ready for the Wrenn and Six. Also, we can just get this Batterskull into play. Hopefully that'll be good enough. Cleansing Wildfire for ramp. Resolves. Because we have Mana Leak and Batterskull. This actually works great for me. This game's looking pretty good. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's no more untapped white I can get already. How is that possible? It's because there's a Hallowed Fountain and the land was a Foothills. Fuck. Oh my god. Even if I Mana Leak this, I end up in a crappy spot? It's pro deck building? Yeah, I guess so. Well, how do we end up in the best spot out of this? Like, I guess I could Mana Leak the Bolt? Probably just get the Triome and just let it go. Yeah. So we don't get the Batterskull in now. If they have a Hold the lightning bolt until you activate it. Till I crack the fetch? Yeah, maybe. Okay, this works. Maybe. I probably have to spend a turn doing nothing here. No. I don't have double white. Because I want to Stoneforge and then have a path up, but I don't think that's an option. It's just not an option. Yeah, this does suck. Alright. I'm going to represent. My life total should not be particularly relevant here, so I'm just going to make it look like I have more action than I do. Obviously, they're going to call my bluff anyway, so it's probably not going to matter one way or the other, but if there's anything I can do to make them consider the play here, I will do it. Okay. It's looking good. But they're probably going to Roy me on this one. Just play a land afterward, play Boom Bust. Boom, obviously. Paying costs. Relic. Sure. It's fine. Card is not. Yeah, okay. We'll take out non-lands first because we have Wrenn and Six to draw into. They did have the land, they just didn't have the boom. Yeah, I think we just put in the next Stoneforge here and hope that I draw white mana within the next couple turns. There's plenty of fetches in my deck that will get me white mana still. Sort of Fire and Ice protects it from all their removal and most of their creatures. No, not Magus. The Tabernacle. Maybe Feast and Famine was better there. I don't know. Cracks the Relic aggressively. Okay. That is simultaneously frightening and heartening. And then the Stone Rain. No. Huh. Wild. Okay, then. That sucks. Nothing for it. Good draw. Very good draw. Bust would be pretty good here. Cycle again, wow. Okay, what do you got? Okay. Wild. It's all crazy. Oust my Hierarch? Think they play Oust? Traditionally? The Ice 9 builds usually on Oust. They're not usually on Cleansing Wildfire, but I guess there's so many Tron and Titan decks running around. Cleansing main deck is probably fine. Third Lightning Bolt. Oof. Not happy about that one. Omnath. Land is fine. Land is mo better than mo fine. If we run into any other Ice 9 decks since the ban. No. No, I have not. They're playing Cleansing Wildfire. So yeah, that's fine. All right. Do this. Do this. Jim Davis played a version that had Nahiri, Emrakul, and Chandra's. Okay. That's not... Are you sure it was Ice 9? Are you sure that wasn't like Sun and Moon? Was it playing Blood Moon? or Chalice, or less than 12 Stone Rains. Okay, this is not Ice 9, which makes sense. This is like red-white, light land destruction, light prison-y stuff. Timely. That's fair. Okay, yeah, that's fair. For me, though, the thing about Ice 9 is it's so dedicated and it's just like so light on the win conditions. But it's probably getting overly committed. So Ice 8, maybe 7. Yeah, Nahiri could be a problem in a hurry. But you can't deal with the Germ Token or the Batterskull. So that's great. Okay. I think plus Teferi, that means I can sack this Teferi next turn. So let's start swinging at the Nahiri, see if they block me. And then, good. And the next turn we can remove 2 soldiers. So I guess I play Sword this turn. Yeah, and then I can go Path plus Teferi, Sword up. All right. Assuming everything goes in a straight line, which it probably won't, but... Yep. They got good stuff going on here. Imberia, the Shattered Skyclave? Yeah. Wow. That's yeah. Okay. Interesting. They're trying. Ooh, oh boy. They're trying. But, oh my god. Oh no. They use that on my white source. My play's not gonna work. I gotta find a fetch. Oh! Any target. Right. Probably okay. Sure, it's fine. Maybe. Probably. Not. I still had enough. I still have enough to do good work here. I think they could have cast it, but maybe they want their mana for something here. Here's a little scary. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. Mana Tithing coming? Yeah, probably. Little late for that card, but I mean they will play it if the opportunity arises. Oh, Dynamice. Yeah, I'm aware I'm aware I gotta smack the Nahiri. But I wonder, so I can't kill the Nahiri. So I do wonder if I shouldn't just 6 them and shock the Nahiri. This isn't doing anything now. At least not this turn. So I have time to find a way to deal with it. Well, I mean, the problem is I can't deal with Nahiri no matter what I do. So I think trying to get the opponent out of this game, not no matter. Obviously, I can deal with her over 2 turns, but I feel like this works too for now. I do have another Teferi here to play as like a repeal or repulse or whatever, the bouncing on land. Yeah, that's fine. They discard Sacred Foundry, sure. I don't know if they have a way to deal with this germ. The most problematic thing would be another Timely. Cleansing, that's fine. I have another white. Although it's a cantrip and they've got 1,000,000 mana, so they just keep drawing action, potentially. Yeah, that was unexpected. This is not Ice 9. This is not Ice 9 at all. At all, at all, at all, at all, at all. Whoever said this is... It's not. No, not even a little bit. This is a very, very different deck. It's related, but it's way bigger. Now we're in huge trouble. I don't have any way to hit this Nahiri. Yep. Just dead. Cool. Freaking main deck Wrath of God. No, Wrath of God in the 75 at all. Yeah, that's can't do that one. It's okay, we've got Aether Gusts. You can win? No? How? What? If they Emrakul, you're not dead. Not technically, no. I don't think I'm coming back from them making me sack 6 permanents in their land destruction deck with a Johnny on the board. Hey, what's up, Aceblade 908? I would like to hear your proposal, Mike, for how I could win that game at that point. Because I don't think I agree, but I'm willing to entertain... I'm willing to entertain ideas. I guess I could keep some paths for myself? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I just don't think I'm climbing back into that game. Like, if I kept red green land and I drew a Wrenn and Six and I just don't care. I just don't care. Maybe I'm supposed to stay in that and hope for exactly that scenario, but I don't know. I was ready to be done with that game. So we just got to be more careful with our fetchable white sources. Possible to bounce Batterskull back and replay it. Yeah, it could have been, actually. Wouldn't be able to stop the Nahiri from doing its thing, but nothing would at that point. And then, of course, if they did Emrakul me, then I would be able to keep the Batterskull in the germ, and maybe. Okay. See? This is why I needed you. This is why I need you to talk me through that. Well, I don't think we were going to 0 lands. Was I? Maybe I was going close, though. They do play... No, I know they play Pillage. Do I? Yeah, I saw Pillage that game. This hand is kind of awful, but kind of great. Alright. Oh my god, I didn't bring in the Purge, did I? Thank you. Thank you. Should have brought it. Yeah, no, dude, Purge hits like everything. Everything relevant. Well, so, the downside of this hand is if they surprise Ice 9 me. Because the real Ice 9 deck, by the way, leans on things like Ghostly Prison and, what's it called? The Suppression Field. Which, I haven't seen any of that stuff out of this deck. I'm not prepared to actually compare this deck to Ice 9 at all. I think this is maybe inspired by, maybe draws some of the influence from, but it's not that deck at all. It's like distant cousin. Huh. Wild. Works for me though. Okay. Raugrin Triome. We want to go all non-basics here. But less islands is maybe better. In case of Boil. Oh, if I get Mana Tithes on the tracker. I may have gone too soon. Alright, whatever. Can't tithe. No. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Good catch. Never count on me, chat, not to be a complete idiot. Homage. Homage is a good word. It wasn't the word I was looking for, but that is a good word. Yeah, but what if we didn't, though? No. Denied! We get to slap sort of spicy and icy. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't... So this would be the reason not to. If they Wrath, I guess I'm okay. Sorting up Tracker makes it 9 invincible. That's what I thought last game. And then they had Wrath of God for my one creature. So... Yeah, drawing 2 cards and holding up Gust? Oh, they can't Wrath. Yeah, okay, but that's not the point. The point, not specifically Wrath of God or whatever, is not the point. The point is I don't think Sword will make my creature unkillable at all. But maybe it will, with them having no access to white. Drawing 2 cards and holding Gust. I don't know how I'm supposed to draw 2 cards. Unless you mean generate 2 clues. Man, it's been pretty awkward this game. I guess, oh yeah. Pillage could just hit the sword. Well, I have Aether Gust for a pillage if I need to. Crack 2 hook. Okay, that's what you meant. We can't do that, but they can't do that this turn. I don't know what Poob is, Enlightened Muppet, but maybe. All right. It's hard to explain. Maybe don't use the word. I don't know. Probably a great word. Yeah. No, I'm glad that I took the line that I did now. It's not an insult. Yeah. Yeah, that's cracking 1 clue and holding up Gust was my line I like. So Tracker's now big enough that I could pump it in response to a single bolt. Depending on what they play and what mana they leave up, it's possible I don't crack a second clue this turn. Pillage my land. They left up a colorless? I think I should guess that. Could I have Queller for the next spell? Maybe I should Queller here, because then I have another creature. Well, let's fetch in response. If they bolt... No, they can't bolt off that. No, I think I want a Queller here, actually. Which means I need white. I guess if they have a bolt, they can bolt the Queller and then play the Pillage, but then they're not dealing with my Tracker, so that's fine. I like this Queller. Okay. This is Boom? Boom my land? Yeah, that's fine. You got me. You got me. Alright. If they had Bolt, they would have killed Tracker. Yeah, probably. So if they have one more land, then they can go Wrath off the Cascading Cataract. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Teferi my Spell Queller. That's the play. We can't gust right now. I played Snow-Covered Forest. Even if I draw a blue, yeah. Yeah, we can't Teferi and gust up. So I think I'm supposed to crack a clue before we hit. See what else we pick up here. Maybe we find a Force Negation. More gust. I think Teferi Queller puts them in a really bad spot. I have lethal on board, so they're pretty incentivized to Wrath. I think this puts them in the hardest possible spot. Because even, like, if they spend their whole turn killing my Queller to make sure that they don't die the next turn. I guess if they have Big Chandra, they can pick off my Queller with that. We have Aether Gust for this, though, so it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. So we're gonna draw step that? No. I can just sorcery speed the gust because I have another gust and this is in fact another blue. You know what? Let's make sure. It's not. I think I have to leave this in play for now, which is honestly fine. Sweet, I got an emblem. I'm not going to read it, I'm just going to assume it's going to be great for me. If they don't kill Stoneforge, it's lethal, but I doubt they realize that. That's the dream. You mean Stoneforge plus Queller, right? Yeah. They're cantripping? Wow. That's, yeah. Desperation time for Sam Lewin. Really digging hard here. Manages to put a snow-covered mountain into play. Oh boy, oh my. And that's lights out for Sam Lewin on this one. Yeah, he can't see it coming, Greg, but they got a Spell Queller coming in here. And that Cleansing Wildfire, that guy is out of here. What? I didn't watch their land drops, but we got lucky. If I had fucked up, I would have fucked up. Whew. Better lucky than good. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Die, Sam, you beautiful bastard. Roy, I just want to point out we did win with that super, super sketchy keep. Well, you know what we always say here. Both teams played hard. They hadn't. Okay. See this card? See this card that we should... I never said it was a good hand. I just said it was the hand I was keeping. I just wasn't ready to mull it when it had enough. Yeah, Purge is gonna be real good. Is Ashiok in any way relevant? It stops them from getting... Oh, it turns off their cleansing wildfires as ramp? Though they might not know that. So we could get them once with it, maybe? I feel like having path available for my own creature, like one path available for the off shot that I need to path my own creature for a land is probably better than trying to get them with Ashiok. So I'm not going to do it, but let it be known that this one path could be one Ashiok. So when we draw it, it's possible they have creatures in the sideboard. And we didn't see any in any of these games. I really doubt it. It's possible. Even if it's just a blue card to pitch to force. Well, I didn't do that. And don't get me wrong, I did think about the force part. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, maybe you're right. Thanks for the follow there, JFL Ryan. Ooh, ah, eh. Hand is perfect. Well, they played timely in game 1. Thanks for the follow, Enlightened Muppet. That's okay. I respect someone who takes a while to sub or follow. Makes me feel like your follow is worth more. Like you're not just giving it away for free. Oh, you had the sub without the follow. Or you just like resetting your follow to make the thing play. OP on the slow jams again. Night's going good, Gabe. Am I jamming Stoneforge here? No, I have a Batterskull in my hand already. Once per stream. Okay, that's interesting to know. Okay, Hierarch changes things a little bit. Does it? No, it doesn't. Because I still want to dodge pillages and booms and busts. Although they play Cleansing Wildfire on their Cataract here, I might mana leak that. Yeah, I think so. They played a land, right? Yeah, okay. Means I can't get Raugrin Triome, that's probably fine. So I'm getting Hallowed Fountain and X. This has to get Hallowed Fountain. I think I want this to get Temple Garden. Just want as much access to white as possible. Hallowed Fountain, Temple Garden. Ooh, my deck list is not uploaded? No, it is. Oh, maybe it's the permission thing again. No, bot's just not here. Hold on. I'm on my way, says the bot. All right, that will now work. There we go. Whew! Dodged. Did not, in fact, draw the last equipment. Send in the robots. What's a robot? All right, if they have Wrath of God here, it really sucks for us because I do not have another creature in my hand. No, 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 please. Don't, no. No, come on, man. Day of Judgment. God, that's so rude. You're rude, opponent. I do not appreciate it. I don't. I can't. I'm gonna mince words on that one. Just don't. I don't love it, and I'm not afraid to make you aware. So today was not my day. We've been doing okay so far. Eesh. Is it gonna kill my Noble? It is. Okay. Opponent is wise in the ways of the Force. And we are not wise in the ways of the Force blue card. Hopefully they don't have literally pillage right here. I really like to not get pillaged. They plus Chandra for mana? Oh, that's not a good look. Karn. What the hell? Their deck has everything. Holy shit. And we didn't have a Force there. Glasket. Brutal. Oh my god. What is this crap? Oh, it sucks to be me. Alright. Yeah. This is I don't need to say it again, but this is not Ice 9 at all. I'm gonna say it again because I have nothing else to do. Other than die and be a cheap funeral, I guess. Now they're gonna Karn for like Walking Ballista and just end me. This is a thrashing, yeah. I can't. Nothing came together for our side. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this is the almost the opposite of Ice 9. This is just like red white mid range, but it's playing like Cleansing Wildfire and some tiny amount of boom busts and pillages, but not enough. There's no Stone Rains, there's no Molten Rains. There was no Suppression Field, there was no Ghostly Prison. Red White Binder? Sure, yeah. That's a fair name. It's you know, it's Sun and Moon without Blood Moons. It's Ice 9 with win conditions and with... Like, this is to Ice 9 what red-green mid-range is to Ponza. Oh my god, Tracker against Karnus. Wrenn and Six helps, right? Yeah, I have 3 of them. I haven't seen a single one in this whole match. Sun without Moon? Yeah, I guess so. So good version of the deck. I mean, Ice 9 went to 16th in the challenge, and then he top 32 on Saturday. So I wouldn't agree with that, but I know what you mean. They got Citadel. This is terrifying. Because they have Chandra, too, that can plus for mana. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would love to see Bust plus Lightning Bolt. Nahiri, sure. Is this a bust? No, it's not. No, this is Patrick. Holy crap. Wow. Okay. I mean, respect. Yep. All right. So couldn't 4-1 against that. That was rough. Jesus. How many cards are they playing? Like 2? So we didn't see them until game 3. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, red white walkers with some land destruction. Yeah. That's sweet. Sweet. Yeah, Omnath Blade was good, impressive. I liked it a lot. We had some the matches that we lost were very close against Titan and then that red white mid-range deck. I'd play this again for sure. I like it a lot. I like what the Omnaths do. I like how they line up specifically with the costs of Batterskull and Sword of Feast and Famine, Sword of Fire and Ice. So with any of these, if you go Omnath into fetch land, you can either play and equip a sword or just hardcast the Batterskull. But it also works with the Teferi. Teferi and Spell Queller is just a great combo. I loved playing Tireless Tracker in my main deck and then keeping it in post board. I don't know if this is correct, but I like it. 3 equipped main seems much IMO. No, I mean I agree. The force pitching is definitely like something you need to worry about. 2-1 split between main board is typical. Yeah, but it's been shifting a lot recently with the swords. But I agree, that's normal. But I think with how the metagame is really wide right now, like you want sort of Feast and Famine against the Titan decks right now because they're basically mono green, and sort of Fire and Ice is the more questionable one. I'm not really sure in which matchups I would want to be playing this, but it doesn't seem bad ever. It's just like it's so good when it when the protection largely doesn't matter because like a lot of the time you have a flyer, you're going to be able to crack open the space for your attacker to get through anyway. Sort of Fire and Ice is oftentimes really good because it does actually interact with the board. Feast and Famine doesn't do so a lot of the time it's like kind of tricky. Although this deck, like resetting all your mana is often good enough, so maybe sort of Fire and Ice is not necessary here. Yeah. Yeah. Well, creature decks and planeswalkers, we did that a couple times too. I think the 6 main deck removal spells was a bit much. But we only played against one aggressive deck. So maybe it was our matchup variance. Because like I've been seeing so much control and like super big mid-range in the last couple of days. Everything's really shifted. Yeah, I assume it's because Prowess is a Nightmare. We just didn't play against Prowess or Burn, right? So it's just hard for me to say that this is correct. So I'm just saying, like, I have my thoughts about it, but then I go, well, wait, though. Probably actually need to have that. It just looks kind of crappy when you play it. Yeah, so we're going to move on to Mardu Stoneblade, so stick around for that one.
Meanwhile,
live on the Mana Symbol channel on this beautiful Monday night. And of course, in the future on the YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out what other videos you would like to, and I will see you there. I definitely wanted to play the Mardu or the Omnath Blade deck first, because I thought it was going to be more tricky, and I think that was the case. But we'll move on to Mardu here. All right, let me know how Temur Breach goes, buddy. Noble Blade lists are notoriously hard to pilot. I guess so. Because it's like tempo blue-white control.
Are you gentlemen gonna buy some wigs? Right? Can we stop for ice cream? What? Can we stop for ice cream?
Yeah, the sideboarding and etc. is definitely tricky. This next deck is going to be pretty tough on that too. This has a lot of 1-ofs in a deck that does not have a lot of card selection, which is interesting, to say the least.